Hello, everyone. I'm Luca, and today I'm excited to talk about the Tommy's Idea Board. It's a project I designed for a place for Tommies to share their ideas, like startup ideas or project idea, and then for people to steal them. I've decided to use Redis because of its popularity, and when reading its documentation, I thought it was easy to understand. I like to start with a quick look at the history of Redis. It all began in 2009 when Salvatore Sanfilippo created Redis. Over the next few years, it gained traction and VMware sponsored its development starting in 2010. Over the years, Redis saw multiple improvements and changes to its license, and I believe today it's even open source again. So, how does Redis actually work? On its core, it relies on storing data primarily in memory. This makes it incredibly fast, much faster than traditional databases that writes directly to disk instead. And Redis also does offer a way to make it data persistent on disk. It uses snapshotting by saving the data periodically. The speed and flexibility makes Redis suitable for many use cases. It excels in caching frequently accessed data and speeding up applications significantly. It's great for session management, storing, for example, user logging or user statuses or preferences. It's also ideal for real-time analytics and showing leaderboards. But at the same time, it's not a great solution for everything. You generally wouldn't use Redis when dealing with complex queries or intricate data relationships. For those scenario, a traditional relational database is usually a better fit. Interacting with Redis is done through commands, which are direct instructions rather than complex queries. For example, the set command stores a very simple key value string and gets retrieves it and delete removes it. Then we have list and we also have sets. And then we have my favorite sets, which is hashes. In hashes, we can store multiple field inside a single key, like, for example, user data. In our case, for the Tommy's idea board, we will see that we are actually going to be storing, well, first of all, a key value just for purpose of a demo, and then the idea itself, which contains the title, the description, and other things. Like here, we can also see that we actually store the timestamp. And in the future, we can store the number of likes or the comments. For the backend, I'm using a Golang server. In the Golang server, I am setting up the connection to the Redis via the Redis client. And then we are setting up the HTTP routes. For each HTTP routes, it's a way for retrieving the data. For example, the key value pair via the store, or like slash idea for getting a specific idea or for getting the all ideas. And then later, I'm building the server and the Redis via Docker and then deploying it on my home lab server. After deploying the server, I can get the data. So for example, I can hit those endpoints for getting the foobar key value or for getting the number one idea. And in that case, it just returns a JSON payload. The front end is built with Vue, which is will function for listing the ideas that are on the Redis server, and then the with the add idea button, then we can post it to the server and add new ideas. It's also available publicly on tommies.piperone.com, so feel free to test it out and let me know. um, and the repository is also on GitHub. I like to add future features like comments and user authentication to add more security, and hopefully in the future have a leaderboard for the best ideas based on likes and comments. Let me know what you think. I appreciate your time. Thank you for listening. Bye.